The NBA is full of great passers. You got the otherworldly flash of LaMelo Ball, Luka's manipulation and no looks, Jokic's creativity, boldness, making passes everyone else but him thought were impossible. Of course, we have Hallie playing at his superhuman pace, constantly improvising on the fly, figuring it out as he goes, but when it comes to precision, intention, and pure processing speed, LeBron James is still the gold standard. He reads defenses like a quarterback. He's waiting for you to make a decision, and whatever you choose, he's gonna punish you for it. He will literally stare down defenders just waiting for them to choose. It's a pick and pop here, and look at LeBron's vision, just daring Siakam to choose between the popper and the corner, and just that little glance is enough time for him to process that he should beam a laser to Reeves. And this time, Draymond's an early help, ready to cover for Steph on the mismatch, but again, whatever decision the defense makes, LeBron's gonna find the counter, and that's another fastball to the corner for Rui to attack off of. So he's not overly flashy, he's methodical, calculated, he slows way down here to check the help man. Is he gonna tag the roll or stay home? That's not a tag, so I'm gonna hit the roller and stride for the dunk. And these are my favorite LeBron passes, when he turns into a human computer, scanning, calculating, anticipating, and then instantly punishing any mistake. And he's not just reading the defense, he's predicting it. Adams glances at the cutter here, and by the time he even plants his foot, the ball's already gone on a rope to the corner. And this starts with LeBron just reading the backscreen action, but when the cutter looks open, he sees Adams take that step just out of the corner of his eye, and his robot brain immediately knows to hit the corner, and then he walks out of frame expecting a bucket. On the break here, scanning, and there, bad defense detected, all systems go, and Christie gets a dunk out of it. He physically cannot stop reading defenses, even when he's thinking score first. He gets the mismatch on Scoot here, sizes it up, but all it takes is a little cheat by Kamara, and all of a sudden it's a lob for a dunk. And the timing and vision here is crazy to me. He wants to drive this, but when he looks up to check the help and sees Kamara cheat, it's instant. That ball is gone, and he throws this before Kamara even finishes getting to his spot. So we've seen that processing power work when he's stationary and surveying a defense like this, but it also allows him to throw passes early when he's on the move and in the flow of an offense. He sees where Jokic is here and throws this one so early that AD hasn't even turned around to roll yet, but when he does turn, that ball is on him and he can go up and finish. I love this one. AD draws a double here. LeBron fills that empty space after the Christie cut, and without even taking a dribble, he knows the corner's open and fires a bullet. And he knew this was the pass because he saw Christie's cut draw two defenders. Now he sees Grimes closing to the wing instead of the corner, and he downloaded all that info in a split second. So all this surgical, computer-like thinking allows him to make instant decisions whether on the move or standing still, but he also combines that next-level processing with absurd natural gifts, being able to throw one-handed lobs and pocket passes to the perfect spot like this. And the fact that he doesn't need two hands on the ball lets him get these out even earlier, and on top of that, he's also ambidextrous. He's actually a lefty, he just shoots righty. AD gets a nice seal here, and again, LeBron can just blend that dribble right into a left-handed missile, and I definitely wouldn't say he has the creativity of Jokic or the constant manipulation of Luka, but he is one of the most versatile passers of all time and certainly can fake out defenses with the best of them if he needs to. Multiple skills shown here. First, he draws the double in the post, and he probably knows who the open man is here, but he still needs to get Steph out of the way, so he stares at Christie. That drags Steph where LeBron wants him, and now he can fire the no-look. Here's some more manipulating. Catches it on the roll, and Denny sinks to cover the dunker spot, so LeBron stares at the corner, Denny takes the bait, and now it's a layup. He did all that in midair, by the way, just ridiculous. So even though it's not his default setting, he can certainly manipulate guys with pass fakes and no looks, and again, not his go-to, but he can also be creative on the fly as well. This is standard pick and roll read at first. Tobias leaves the corner to tag AD's roll, so LeBron wants to whip it to the corner, but Rui cuts, and mid-air, LeBron changes the passing angle to wrap it around Duran and bounces it, inches away from Tobias's foot? That's filthy. So yeah, if you want to choose one passing superpower for him, it would definitely be that next level processing speed. It's those robotic, if you do that, I'm gonna do this type of reads. Here's a nasty one to Christie, my goodness. But he's not just a robot. He can manipulate the defense to do what he wants, and this looks like a regular advance pass at first, but he's actually looking left here just to get this defender to move to clear the passing lane to Finney Smith. So again, it's very subtle, it's quick, and it's not not as flashy as other guys, but even through all this passing versatility, robotic reads, outlets, no looks, he still has his favorites, the passes that he just keeps coming back to after all these years, and disguising the alley-oop to look like a shot might remind you of Trae Young, who pulls this move multiple times a game, but LeBron's been doing this basically since Trae was a kid. These types of passes put the defense in a really tough spot, because when LeBron elevates to shoot like this, Wemby's natural instinct is to contest, and even Champagnie looks like he buys that this is a shot here. I think he's looking at the rim, expecting to fight for a rebound, and when he realizes it's a pass, it's way too late. This move basically freezes big men when they're dropping back. Is Goga supposed to stop LeBron or stay attached to AD? He mixes it up on this one, and instead of the typical lob to the big, it's a bullet to an open shooter, and this one encompasses who he is as a passer. This little pitch from Reeves gets LeBron a step on his defender, and Kamara has to help. Now, LeBron checks the weak side here, and he knows with Denny helping down to Reeves that he's gonna get this to the corner. The question is, how do I do that? So he goes into the little fake runner, and I think Kamara actually sniffs it out, trying to shut off that skip, but again, LeBron can contort his body, find the angle, and has the strength and just ridiculous natural ability to throw a laser around Toumani, over Denny, and right to the shooting pocket. He's also famous for these crazy outlet passes, and he's still one of the best outlet passers in the league, just barely sneaks this one over Suggs' outstretched arm. That one looks like a quarterback lofting one where only his guy can get it, and then look at this one. Catches, turns, and throws all in a split second, and it's because he saw DFS leaking out as the shot was in the air, so he didn't have to think or read anything out, he just knew he'd be open. These are just awesome, some of my favorite stuff to watch, and he's also just generally one of the best transition passers in the league. He hangs on to this one just long enough to hold two defenders in place and then lets it go at the very last second, and it's pretty obvious why he's so good in transition. Jaren actually starts ahead of him here, but LeBron bursts by him. Now a second defender has to come, and there's that one-handed live dribble passing again. So he's got a bunch of tools, but it all comes back to how he sees the floor and immediately processes what to do. And I find it interesting how, just like scorers have different styles in signature shots, passers and playmakers are the same way. No two players are exactly the same in style, so I want this to be the start of a series where I look at the current big four passers of the NBA, starting with LeBron, obviously, and going to Jokic, Halliburton, and Luka. The four guys who are clearly in the top tier of playmakers right now, but all doing it in very different ways, and at the end of it, we'll have a big comparison video that gives a really clear idea of how each guy is different from the other and who's truly the best passer in the league right now. So if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do that series, please leave a like and comment which player I should do next. If this video does well, the series is on. Thanks for watching.